Hello, everybody. Welcome to Manifestation Theory, our beautiful podcast show where we bring inspiring people, successful stories to share with you all the important insights so that you can apply that in your manifestation journey. So, today it's going to be a special episode, and over to you, Dilip.
Okay, sometimes universe brings people or situations or things in your life not by a chance, but by a perfect alignment and synchronicity. So that is how I met my beautiful, divine, feminine, and my friend Logeswari. So I actually words are getting stuck. So it's over energy overflowing, right? So and thank you so much for appearing into my life. It's something like it's a very unique appearance in my life. We're going to talk about that. But before that, let me introduce Logeshwari. She is very, very important person in my life. When I was going through a turning point in my life, she appeared out of nowhere. And but at times, those guidance is required for us to walk through in our journey of every step of us. It's not like a what do you call it? It's not only a journey about it. It's also about being there as a presence for you, as a nurturer. Like I used to call her like a Kanmani, Logamata, whatever it is. So Mother Earth,
Mother
who
Earth.
holds a space as her name, and she did hold that space for me. And thank you so much for that.
Thank you for having me, actually. It's kind of special, isn't it? Like, we haven't met in this kind of situation before. It's just that me and Dilip will be having a conversation in a cafe, and conversation just flows like that. We don't know, we'll be starting with A and we'll ended up with Z out of nowhere. It just flows with us. Like, from a work topic to a very depth of conversation, because, yeah, it just flows with us. And yeah, I'm happy to see you guys. Where are you guys at right now? And thank you for having me.
Welcome, you're welcome. And we're going to start with how our first meeting has happened, actually, right? And it was really a unique journey. And it was a morning breakfast time. Before that, 3 days before that, I was doing my tantric practices with Natalia. So, and she did help me to discover myself, my inner self, to recognize what is love meaning to me. So that kind of place I was. And then the next day I called my friend and I said like, hey, you know what, I feel so loud and thank you for your energy. And then and the following day I'm seeing this woman who's sitting in our cafeteria, I think 3-4 tables ahead. And then I'm looking at that woman, and then there's an inner guidance telling me go and talk to her. And I was like shocked. Oh, should I do that or I shouldn't? I was like, it was like, that's the time I was going through all my journey of my healing and everything. So it was always scary, that moment, because that moment, at times, even if it's a universe guidance, at times we feel like, should I do this or I shouldn't do that? But somehow I kept the courage and then like take a step forward and it's like, and then I say hello to you.
Did actually. That was like I always have this ritual where I have alone time during breakfast. I have my coffee. It's me time before I put on the mask in a workspace. It will be like totally different location. So that was be like my zen time, my alone time. I don't like people disturbing me. So I was there alone in a cafe. And I think we met at the lift. Like I do gazed eyes with you at the cafeteria, I guess. And then after that, met at the lift, and then you say hello, and then I say hello, and then we talked, and you asked my name and the number. I'm the person who don't give out all those information, but the thing is, feel like, you know what, it's okay. And I'm not sure why I've been that open at that moment, and maybe another girl inside me saying that it's okay, it's just a number, and I'm going to leave the company in 3 days. Yeah. And it's like, if things doesn't seems like, oh, it creeps me out, I can block because I won't be there around. It's like, so I just give it out, and it seems like one of the best decisions we made, I guess. You say hello and I give my number. Yeah, it just happens then.
That's
Yes.
beautiful. That's so beautiful. And that actually led to a place where You are the first person who told Dilip that, you know what, you can become a coach. I always hear this from him. And I would say, first thing first, gratitude for that, because even like many people have experienced beautiful moment in their life because of this coaching journey. And one of that is actually me as well. And how did that actually came to you? What is that encouragement that you had to give it to him at that point of time, made him to see himself, and how did that happen?
I think it's my habit to give compliment to people's. And I think through Dilip and some other friends, I realized that giving the word has so much of power. It's maybe just a word for us, but it could be like a mirror, you know? It's like, hey, try to see me, see you yourself through this mirror, through my eyes. It's like showing them this is your potential, you know? It could be a simple word. Like I always say to people like, I believe in you, or like, you know what? You look good when you do this thing. It's like, you know, when you recognize that energy, the vibe is different, you tell them. When you tell them, for me, it's just that I feel good when I tell to them. But somehow in Dilip cases, when he keep appreciating me the way that I told him that word, it's like that what made me here today. It's like, yeah, that's how powerful a word can be. You see? It's like for me, it's just a word, but it's a reflection. It's like a reassurance or validation for the person to show them. It's like, hey, I'm going in the right path, you know. And yeah, and thank you for actually tell me, and it's like you made me to do it more. Actually, and thank you for giving me that appreciation. Actually,
Ah,
I never realized that those words can shift somebody's life. But since then, since when I realized those, I'm become very aware with my compliments, my words. It's like, yeah, it can actually reshape somebody's destiny.
yeah, because we are like,
He
that's
did.
why words are called spelling. We are putting a spell on someone. So when it comes with the pure intention, that manifests as it is, right? So whatever that we are manifesting with them with an intention is going to manifest. I mean, it doubles, triples, and because it's an energy we are giving to another human being with full of our love, right? And I'm really grateful and appreciate you always. And that made me to also rethink back at that time when I was doing healing. People say like, don't seek anyone's validation and all those things. But then that's the moment I realized that no, at times you should seek validation from the
It's
right
a little
people.
push. You know, we can get used to that little push. It's like a voice to say that, hey, you are going in the right direction. Keep going. You know, it's like if we are going for a hike and people saying that, oh, there is another 5 more minutes. We know that's not a 5 more minutes, but that 5 more minutes, that term, it boosts some kind of like motivation. It's like, yes, I do it. I'm doing it right.
It's also the feel like someone is trusting in me,
Yeah.
believing in me. That's beautiful, actually.
Thank you for using the word trust and belief. Yes,
Yeah, it
yes,
is. It
yes, it
is.
is. It is very, very
is.
important. Very, very important. And thank you so much for that. And this is a very interesting topic.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, like, if we talk about our whole journey, I think we might need to do part one, part two, part three. It's going to be a lot. This is for especially today's very special topic, which is about twin flame journey, right? So that is going to be the interesting topic because many people ask about it, and I really wanted to share this to the world that very important about these journeys and labels are existing for us to realize and recognize, not to become our egoic self. And I ended up going into the direction also. And thanks for pulling me back, the push, and then sometimes pull also is there. So that is the power of connection, right? So whether it's called a twin flame or soulmate or whatever the label, but I just wanted to share this one important point which I have learned through that. So I one moment. This was a very as we said, we even though it's in cafes, it will be very intense moment, intense conversations we will have. We will just totally forget whoever around us doesn't matter. It's only us. So actually, that's very important for a relationship. If you are given again attention to your partner as it is, and that is very very important as a, I don't know whether it's a gift or whatever it's called, but that's a most very precious thing you can ever give it to another person. And that kind of conversations and those kind of conversation you should listen as well. That's very important. It's not about only speaking. At times I used to speak a lot that time.
Yeah.
And she's the listener. Okay. So basically my coaching expertise also improved in that area. So
Lovely.
so that's this one important question, but those questions will be very intriguing, right? So she asked me one question. I told, hey, Logesh, I mean, like, I was curious. I was in the impression that, oh, we are in a twin flame journey. And then I started following all this social media of hype and everything. And then I said, like, oh, this should be this way, step 1, step 2, step 3. And then one point, she paused me and asked, Dilip, if you tell me twin flame is unconditional love, then why are we calling it as a twin flame and conditioning it?
On point. Just on point. Like it's a point where what? Yeah. What on earth are you all thinking about that?
So it hit me.
It should be.
Yeah, sometimes I ask the tough questions. It's just that it's child in me, it's like she's just curious, like why? And we are very different in this alignment. Like Dilip believes in all those things, and I was like totally opposite. I don't like to label my connection. It's for me, it's like connection is a connection. I can't label it. They say like now you can see a person as a friend. In time, they can be a spiritual guide for you. So connection evolve. So does we. So I cannot put a connection in a name. And of course, it's my interpretation of connection. People have different interpretation, and that's how world work. It's my way of thinking of it. So I at first like I just let Dilip doing all this explanation to me. I was like, I'll just listen. At a point, I feel like no, it doesn't resonate with me. It's like no, why? It's just that I don't block it immediately. I wanted to know why. So I asked a question because of that, I guess. But I still believe it's like there is we human, when we see somebody with a aura that resonate with us, of course, we immediately we want to put them in a structure. It's like something mystery, something vast. We want to name it. We want to structure it in a way. So we put the name of it. Oh, this is this relationship. And then it's like, for me, we are putting that connection to a pre-written category. So they have the written all the category, or this relation have all this category. So now when I'm putting this connection to that category, I have to follow all that.
Rules as if,
which I feel like it doesn't justify that connection. That connection can be far way more than that.
Yeah.
So I cannot put it in that box. So that's why I don't like to label it and ask him that question, I guess. And yeah, again, it's my interpretation of that way. People will believe in, what they go through, what with their clarity, with their growth, it's like, yeah.
That relates with the manifestation where we teach, right? So
Exactly.
where you can't define a connection within the timeline or within the location, because it's going to grow, it's going to expand into very beautiful growth, and as well as the contribution could be there, and also the experiences you're going to experience as a wholeness actually. So I didn't get it on that time, but I had to walk through my journey for almost like how many years? Since 5 years. And of course, in between, I did recognize that, and I think 2 years after that, I recognized it. And very hard thing is when I go and explain to those people, what, this is what it is. It's very hard. where people cannot resonate with it, because there's so much of teaching exists to say connection is this way, this is the limitation, these are the steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, and then all those things. Yes, at times the step 1, step 2, step 3 is for you to just to recognize it, but doesn't mean that you need to follow everything for your journey. What do you think about that?
Like I said, it's very unique. Every connection is very unique. And if think about it, maybe they put that name over there based on what they experienced. If I want to put a book, I want to categorize a connection, I might give it a different name, maybe based on my experience. So yeah, we are a different individual with a different perspective. That's how beautiful we are, isn't it? Like I seeing it this way, you seeing it that way. Are we aligning? Are we connecting? If connect, it's okay. If not, yeah, I respect your view. I hope you respect mine. That's it.
Ah.
That's very beautifully said. But on the flip side, right, I used to be the person on the flip side where I'll be like so anxious to be labeled that connection so that it will be accepted by my social setting, by my family, relatives, everybody, because I do see that it's a very close, narrowed mind of setting where if you have a friendship, you have to label that properly. If you have a better connection with your coach, your leader, your business partners, you have to label that properly so that you know your boundaries and all those stuffs. That was like more and more instilling shame, guilt, and then I wasn't able to open up and talk. You get the pressure from the family and the places where you have me to talk to. You don't have to go out and make friends like that. But I feel like it is increasing loneliness actually to people, to be like a person who has to limit themselves. There's no much space for a connection between men and women in general to have friendships. Like I used to grow up with a lack of friendship, and it didn't help me much actually. It made me to go into a very narrow minded perspective, small world view. And then it's more like you shouldn't be trusting people and talk things out. You have to be keeping it with your family and stuff like that. Although it sometimes hurts you, although it feels like difference of opinions there, but you don't feel supported. You have to like just follow the rules and live like that. I mean, like, it took so long for me to break that barrier and then feel there is lots of connection available. Share about that. Why, how important it is to have a friendship among men and women?
But when you talk about all the family obligation, I might ended up like that if certain things doesn't happen in my life. So universe somehow set me in a way where I need to learn it in a different way. So it's like from a very obedient child, situation has put me to become a very open child. It's like, yeah, universe put me in that situation. Somehow that's how I try to make friends out of that. And then my mom has been very supportive of that. It's like, and like labeling the connection for back then when I was a kid, I don't know. So whoever I feel like connected, I say like, mom, that's my friend. Friend is the safest category that I can put. It's a friend. So I say, oh, okay, friend, yeah. And if you think about it, it's like men and women. It's just that they are a different. They have a different perspective, different way of expressing in a different gender, a different body. It's just that if you remove the gender lens, whatever they seek, whatever the men need, whatever the woman need, it's actually the same. We both need love, respect, safety, validation, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we try to remove that gender lens, it feels very universal, very generic. It's very easy to connect in that way, I guess. And of course, it's not only like we understanding the connection, we are surrounded by people. We have to, in a way, we have to please, everyone around us. At a point, yeah, I was that like that until I break that cycle. But it's doable, I guess. And it doesn't matter man or woman or woman to woman. It's just a friendship, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you said about the loneliness and friendship. It's totally two opposite thing, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
but the medicine for the loneliness is a friendship.
Yeah.
So they are somehow related. You don't want a loneliness, you need friends.
Correct.
Yeah.
Glad that you did broke all those cycles. Like that is giving hope to many.
Yes.
That you can live your life the way you want it. You can connect, you can have more friends and enjoy your life the way you want it.
And having friends is such a joy in life, It's like you born somewhere and meet somewhere who born from some other different family circle with a view, and connecting the dots and connecting your point and this point of view, it's very beautiful. So yeah, making friends, it's a very beautiful journey. You will learn things that you have never been taught.
Right. Right.
Even this podcast is like we never know that we're going to do this.
I didn't know that I want to do this. Like, it's like,
Yes.
It's happening beautifully.
It's an alignment, right?
unfolding.
It's an unfoldment.
Yeah.
So we were planning for an event and all long time ago, but it all it all didn't happen because this kind of things also happens actually. But that's beautiful actually, right? Mm.
Would you like to share? Okay. There is one thing that we would like to ask you as well. Apart from being a friend, being a beautiful divine feminine who is like coloring the people's life around you. We also witness that you're being a beautiful mother. It's more like you do prioritize their their feelings, importance, their experiences. I always hear this from him that you always make your children's birthday to be very experiential, to be having a beautiful. It's about them. It's not about what we want, what our people wants. It's about what they want, and let's make it that way, creative that way, right? So tell us about that, about the motherhood, and also how it helps in the collective healing. Actually,
It's very nice to hear you saying that, okay, you're being an amazing mother, because at a time I do hear opposite too. Yeah. There are people saying opposite things too. But it's nice to hear that. It's just that I'm trying. It's the first time. It's not only for me, for my mother. It's the first time for her to being a mother. For me, it's the first time for me for being a mother. I have no experience. It's just that I'm experimenting. It's like things that I think this is needed. It can go right, it can go wrong. It's just that my journey, I'm trying my best to give. So yeah, that's how I will explain my motherhood. It's just that, and I have an amazing child. So it's urge to give the best thing that I can give. You know? And motherhood is like about giving, right? Not only for the child. Basically, I do feel like I am full of giving energy. Like he used to call me mother of earth, like my name is Logeswari, queen of universe, mother of earth. So I think like I'm full of that energy to give. It's just that at a point I do find a way, I do question, it's like, where do I show the love? I know I'm full of love, I have a lot of energy, a lot of things to give. To whom should I give? I don't know. And I was searching for it, like, where should I channel it? I need to channel to a deserving person to give that love, give that energy and everything. But ended up, I slowly found out that I'm love. I can give to whoever I want to whoever I feel like to. It's not, cannot be a specific person. It can be to a thing, to my plants, to my house, to my kid, anywhere. So it's just that I just can give, not to a specific person, but overall. Yeah.
I love this phrase called deserving love.
Yeah.
That's been a very tagline everywhere, but you're breaking that myth. So
Yeah.
tell us about it. That's interesting one.
Yeah.
Deserving love.
It just came out of my mouth, out of nowhere. Deserving love. But it's like, how can you be in a position to give a love to a person who don't want to receive it? That person is deserving, you give it. Don't deserve it, you don't block it. You say, okay, this is not the right person that I can water it. Channel it to other person, other things. It's just that some people are not really ready to receive it, and it's not your fault when you're pouring that love on them. So if they deserve, they will get it. They don't deserve, find another one.
That's beautiful. I
yeah.
think you're trying to explain the receiving and giving.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful because that's the. I was asking that because I wanted to hear from you. I think it's about that receiving and giving actually. So, but people confuse that with deserving. It's just like we are the authority to give kind of thing, right? So it's
Yeah.
not authority we
Yeah.
are giving us a love.
Especially the phrase where you said if they don't receive it, it's not your fault. Oh my God, that's very much needed for people to hear. Like if they are not receiving, it's not your fault. It's not
Yeah.
your fault.
No, because how can a giving can be a fault, isn't it? Yeah, I think I had this very recent encounter with a friend where he was like asking like, why are you giving me this? Why are you giving me so much of like, I didn't answer him at the time, but that's me. That's Logish. That's how she give. And I feel like you need that. So I give it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you for being that beautiful space of love.
Thank you for recognizing it. Thank you for appreciating it. Sometimes you do need to hear that as well, isn't it? Like a validation, reassurance that we are doing it in a right way.
To mirror.
Yeah.
To mirror.
Back to that.
To mirror it actually because it's very very important and to also to understand that we are the givers and also to say that we are the givers and not to say that I'm going to dim my light because that dims the hope of the universe, which leads back to your tattoo.
Yeah.
The hope. So what is the intention you have about the bringing hope to the universe? or to this Mother Earth from
I don't know how it started. I always asked you this, isn't it? I always recognize when people in their high energy, and I'll tell them, like, Dilip, you are being very high energy when you're doing this. I do tell that to people. And I asked him once, I guess, like, I don't know, what am I good at? Because people never tell me that. And I had no idea. There should be something that I'm doing, and my energy should be at that level. So I don't know what is that thing. And sooner or later, I realized that giving hope to people is my thing. It's like it's give me that dopamine that I always wanted. It just give me the energy. It's like I uplift you, I give you compliment. It makes me happy, and I think I started to do that more of it. Like every day, I wanted to make sure like I give one compliment to one person. It could be a friend, it could be a stranger, it could be my barista. I want to do that, and it makes me happy. So yeah, I found my purpose in that way, I guess.
that's interesting. So what magics you expect? So that's the kind of magics we used to go through in our journey actually, because I mean, like this is the one of the heartfelt conversations we usually have, and to bring it to this level of openness, which is always there with us. It is just that we didn't record it because we'll forget. We'll forget to record. Even if we record it, we forget to turn on the button of recording. Okay, so that's sometimes we do even forget the time as well. So where are we and how long it is, and then we'll one day. I mean, like after 6 hours our conversation will recognize, oh, it's already 6 hours. Okay. And I will be sitting in the same seat in the same cafe. Okay. So yeah, but actually there's this part of the beautiful friendships which we talk about, right? So the friendships also manifest a purpose and hope. So who's the best friend would you like to compliment to bring a hope in your life?
I would say myself, my inner child in me is like, she's the bestest friend that I had so far. Stays with me, doesn't give up on me. So I'll compliment her a lot. She did very well. And apart from that, it's like there are many people that I wanted to compliment. It's like not only one. Throughout my journey, starting from my father, if you know the story, I want to thank him for what he did. To my recent encounter, yeah, it's like every person has their purpose in my life. They just make me see their point of view in a way that I might missed it, and they're very beautiful in that way. They give hope in a way that I might need it. So each and every person, I would thank them. The one that rejected me, the one that pushed me, the one that uplifted me, everyone. Yeah, they all have all the roles in my life. I cannot miss to one of them. If that one person missed, this Logesh could be a different Logesh. So each and every one, thank you for being in my life. And for those who want to be in my life, I welcome you, and please. Yeah, thank you.
That's so beautiful.
That's a huge
Actually-
inclusion.
Actually, it's this is something like the test.
Tell me.
So which is like one of my best sister. She asked me, Dilip, what is the one best moment you had in your life, Dilip? And I said, like, one best moment. No. If I compare one best moment of my like child born versus now he's jumping around here and there, it's not, you're like, well, incomparable, because each of this,
Very unique in their own way.
yes, I mean, like at times this is how we have that resonating energy.
Yeah, I could
Right?
really witness that. It's beautiful.
So today I'm making Mangla to witness that.
because when you speak, right, I can see the very similar perspective that I used to hear. Like that's the perspective.
But the word that he used, it will be different. The example that I'll be more like a visual person, and he'll be like more wording person. He put the words onto it.
Yeah, but it's very similar perspective, and I could see how beautiful and at peace the heart would be to see it this way, like including the people who rejected, who challenged, uplifted everybody, because that is what making us to live this manifested life. Whoever we are, whatever we are doing right now, It was part of our life to be accepted. That gives us a sense of liberation from within, from the heart. There is no grudges, anger, resentment, blames, or regret. It feels so much peace in the heart. It's beautiful.
It's like I think I read it somewhere and I always believe it. It's things happening for you. So if it is happening that way, you have to believe that it's happening for your own good. It's happening to uplift you to a very different level. So it's for you. You have to accept that.
Lovely. Lovely. Yes, Dilip.
No, I think we have already answered that question about the truly understanding a man and women, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
actually, we broke down the barrier about men and women, and we align it into a friendship. It could be a men and women, women and women, but eventually, you're going to collect more friendships, and that's going to uplift you and bring you more hope to witness more growth. Actually, so, at times this is the part of it, which there are so many places people tend to say that okay, this is how the twin flame thing will work. Like it'll be a parallel universe and all those things. And most of the time, we always talk about the missing the other person as the connection. Actually, it is not actually. At times, the person can have their own beautiful moments in their life, and you can be having a beautiful moments in your life. When you both getting together, it can be a much more beautiful moment, but they are missing the point of like collecting the beautiful moments and giving back to the other person, rather always feel that oh, I'm missing this person, that's why I'm loving them. So what do you think about that?
I lost you there.
So so whenever people feel that they're missing that person, they are unavailable in a relationship, but then they call that as a love. I'm i'm they are
So in love.
unavailable to me, that's why it is love. And
I'm
then
so in love with them.
I'm so in love with them.
Unavailable.
So basically, they would have been connected in that moment, or 1 hour, or maybe 6 months or 3 months. They would have been connected deeply. After 3 months, they are disappear from their life, and then they are still missing them. Missing, they could have evolved, they could have moved on in their life, but then they are missing them and call that as a uh,
love.
I mean, like true love. What do you feel?
It shows more not missing them. What missing in you, isn't it? It's like it's you missing that moment. It's you're not missing that person. You're missing the moment or the energy that you are when that with that person. So it somehow shows about you. It's like it's you. It's again that missing part. You are not missing him. You are missing something in you. So yeah, it's again it's about love, but not love toward to that person. Maybe you need to show that love toward to you. That's what's missing. Yeah, I don't understand how it can be a love.
Ah, that's good.
And we see that in our
That's a
Tamil
good-
movies a lot.
But yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yes, yes. I mean, like I also can't understand how it can be a love,
Yeah.
because it's actually a ego. So where it's trying to relive the moment again. So it's kind of like you're trying to control the manifestation. So you wanted to control it, hold them back, your own growth as well as the other person's growth, or you don't accept you are evolving, or you're already feeling something heavy, but then you're moving away from the heaviness, or distracting you that there's feeling of missing, which is kind of like feeling heavy in you, but then you're like distracting, saying that oh, that is my love, I'm missing.
I'm missing. Okay. Yeah. I still cannot connect to that situation. Somehow I'm trying to, but yeah, it somehow it still shows that it's all on you, isn't it? It's like it's something missing on you. Some energy that you put over there. It's missing. Maybe it's like the energy that you put, it's you don't know where to channel the energy right now. So that missing become a love there. But yeah, I still cannot connect to that one.
But it's fine. You don't need to connect, because
Yeah,
we don't
we
need to
don't
bring
have
you
to.
down to the level
It's
of. So that's a beauty about it. Like it's about sometimes at times you need to connect to the pure energy. It will become an energy. There is no label required. Like oh, this time I need to meet you. This is the location I need to meet you. All those labels will be disappear. But you will know whether this is giving me energy or draining my energy. Actually, that's how I found Mangala as well. Like,
There is one more thing, he said you were the first person who told this word to you. This word was for New Year. He screenshot. He sent it to me. I'm like,
I
is
heard
this
this.
man just
Yeah.
making joke out of me? At the beginning, he said, Mangalam undagatam, which means may you have prosperity
Yeah.
in your life. And then he found Mangala after that. So he used to share.
no, I found Mangala before that, and then she told after that,
yeah.
and then I shared her.
It's just that there is a time where Dilip will be. He worshipped me in a way where each and every word that I put into the context, it will become like a mantra for him. It's like, so it will be a random joke from me. So I was like, it was a joke, and he will be making it try to make meaning out of the joke. I was like, okay, so that how it happened, I guess somehow. And I was just, I playfully texted him. It's like Mangala Munda. And he's like, oh, luckily I don't know any Mangala. And it's like, hey, wait, I know a Mangala. It's like, okay. Good.
Reaction. Yeah, reaction. Joke.
It's like, okay, but somehow I'm happy that it turned out well. Imagine if it does not turn out well. I'll be, but it's like, I didn't say that, dude. It's just that it's a joke.
It's joke.
Yeah. That's how I met Dilip actually. That Dilip was like that.
Yes. That Dilip was like that. That Dilip makes meanings everything. Even today Logesh was asking me, "Are you analyzing me?" No, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm done with that. I'm started adoring people, right? So it's and thank you so much for that. Make me recognize. But at times those meanings was really very meaningful to me.
It's a divine
Probably
guidance.
it's a divine guidance. It's flowing through you.
Again,
And
see, it's individual interpretation.
Individual
I might
interpretation.
take it in a very least serious way, but it's something very important to you. So yeah, it's individual interpretation.
Yes. That's very, and I didn't take that at times. See, at that time I didn't take it seriously, but it took us almost like 6-7 months to get into serious. Oh, by the way, today is our proposal day.
Yeah.
And we didn't realize that
wow.
yesterday only she realized that. Oh, wait, tomorrow is our proposal day.
Mangalam Undakattu.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
Seriously.
Thank you so much about that. And yeah, so that's how at times the synchronicity of the friendships and also this manifestation works in a unique way. You could be a very serious person, the other person could be very humorous, but you both are connected in such a way through energy and flow. So when you recognize that, you will grow and also you will attract more people into your life who's going to uplift you and going to bring you more hope. So manifestation, a very important energy required is the hope. So from the hope is where you will get to the willingness. From the willingness is where you will start accepting people. From there only the forgiveness comes in. From there only it becomes the blessings and joy and love. So if we don't do that, then we ended up having going backwards into our anger,
Regrets.
our regrets, our disappointments, guilt, shame, all those things will go backwards. So what is the energy are you going to choose? So we need to be very uh, understanding about that, and also what is the spells we are putting on others. Remember it, evil eye comes within you, and also the spell we are putting on the other person. So whatever the words you are using to other person, please be mindful about it, and also please be aware of it. And it's going to really change a life and a life purpose of a person. And I'm really grateful for you for bringing a purpose into my life.
Thank you for thanking me. But yeah, like you said, it's one life. I don't know whether I'm gonna rebirth. I don't know you're gonna rebirth in the next life. It's just one life, one opportunity. Make use of it. It's like make the journey beautiful. That moment, leave that moment. And that moment doesn't work for you, leave it behind. So So yeah, one journey, one life. Leave it up to your condition. It's like the way that I'm living my life, you living your life, it's up to your condition. I'm living my life, it's up to my condition. Nobody can live your life. You cannot live up to their categories, up to their rules, because it doesn't make your life. Logish life, Logish should live. Dilip life, Dilip should live. So I think that's how you can make full use of your life. Like you have been given an opportunity, this life on your hand. How you want to lead it, it's up to you. So there's no point blaming. There's no point, put a blame on others or worry about it. It's just that leave it, live up to the maximum that you can.
Hmm. Interesting. So that brings to one more question. Like, what people should do when they blame on others, when they have a, when they feel like they want to blame someone. So what can they practice to improve themselves instead of blaming others?
It's like they go into a victim energy, isn't it? It's like, this life, you cannot be a victim. You cannot survive in a victim mode. It's like when you put yourself in a victim mode, that's it. We're going to step on you. It's just that it happens for you for a reason. It's it's like you asking for a patience. And when situations turning up where you can train your patience, why you want to blame? That's your situation. You have to practice on that. You ask for some loyalty, perhaps. So situation gonna put you for a to test the loyalty. You have to put up the game. So if you're blaming, that means you already lost it over there. So you ask, universe will give. How you cope with that? It's again up to you individual. How you want to cope. I cannot answer that because it's again my way of coping is different. Different people will have their coping mechanism. I cannot like, oh, this is the way that you should do. It's up to you how you recognize, how you come out. Nobody gonna help you. Maybe they can hold you a hand when you're drowning, but you have to swim at the end of the day.
So that holding hand is what we are doing now. So we can hold your hand, and that's a very important topic about like victim energy. So when you are in a victim energy, you might sometimes pull the other person who's trying to give you the hand as well. So be aware of it. Are you giving the hand where you getting pulled also to the current of the water? Because that's where the energy comes into play for us to recognize, is this draining my energy or is it giving you energy, isn't it?
Again, back to the connection, right? I think I always ask this question when people are like, when quickly want to judge, okay, what kind of connection is this? What are we? I think I shift that question. I would like to shift that question to what this connection change me? Is this connection heal me? Is this connection teach me? Is this connection harm me? So when you try to ask that question rather than what are we, you give more depth to that connection actually.
Beautifully said.
Wow, that's so beautiful and profound.
That is indeed.
So I think the harming part, at times people don't recognize that they are harming themselves. Right. So that is I mean, like it applies to me as well. So whenever we are harming ourselves, at times some of us we don't recognize that we are even harming ourselves by believing that it is giving us more energy. So where we need to recognize that the harming can be only understood through your outside of your energy circle. At times when you are breathing inside the harming situations, you may be thinking that you are safe, but then at times you're breathing and you don't even recognize that you're suffocating, right?
It's more like you believing that's how the world function and then choose to live that way.
So in order for us to walk out of it, we need to recognize that and so see that what is that bringing you to a place where you change, you grow, you heal. I think it's beautifully said. Thank you so much about
It just
saying
happens
that.
sometimes.
So
Happens beautifully.
if let's say there's a one reminder you wanted to give to the universe, so what would it be?
You want me to remind the universe?
Sorry,
To the people
to
who
the
watch.
people in this
In this
universe, in
universe.
this universe.
I would be saying, based on what we are having right now, stay open. You don't know what comes to you. Stay open to the right person. The right person will come, will meet you at the right point. But most importantly, try to be the right person. When you being the right person, right things happen for you. So be open. I know sometimes, like what we speak about the connection and friendship, it's hard for some people to jump into that connection and friendship. Could be because of the past trauma, past relationship things, but it just one person did to you out of billion of people in the world. The percentage, wow, 0.000.1, and you want to judge others just based on that poor sampling. It's just that 1%. So there are a lot of person out there who are not intended to wound you. There are people would be very, very nurturing to your soul. So just have to stay open, welcome them. And it doesn't mean that I'm asking like, oh, you have to trust them quickly. I don't do that. And you know that I don't trust people quickly. It's just that stay the door open, like make the door open and open the step by step. Try to let them in, and or at least trust them to see how far they stay. Yeah, stay open.
Huh. Interesting. Trust.
beautiful word.
And stay open and trust.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for that. I mean, like,
It's a meaningful
and,
takeaway
it's
for everybody.
very meaningful, very powerful and meaningful, because when you're staying open, it's going to bring more abundance and flow of energy into your life, right? So the manifestation happens through energy flow. If you're closing the energy, then your energy will be stuck. Your expansion is going to go and small and small and
How universe want to give you when you're closing your door.
Yeah, yeah.
Universe are very, it's universe is full of giving energy. It want to give you. So at least open a door a little. If you cannot open the door, at least the window, so that some energy can
Yeah.
enter you.
And also doing wrong sampling.
Yeah.
Just because of one or two out of this billion, you're just believing that is world. That's very beautifully said. Lovely.
that builds a home. So lovely. So what about the okay? So this is an interesting one, right? So we are almost like actually Dilip in Spice is 6 years. That means we are I think we are 7 years, right? So 19, yeah. So 2019. No, it's going to be 6 years as well. Oh no, 7 years. It's going to be 7 years of this journey. So as we started the conversation, so I'm going to give you 3 compliments. And let's see how.
I love compliments.
That's fun, isn't it?
Yes. So the number one is the divine feminine energy, which nurtures everybody around you. And thank you so much for that. And the second one is being the listener. Being the listener. And the third one is for bringing hope. So, and I'm really grateful for that. And also, there are more souls are going to be growing through that actually.
Thank you. That's
Lovely.
sums up. It's like you will have an image how you want people to see, isn't it? That sums up. That's how I want people to see me. That sums up everything. Yeah.
Lovely.
So,
How
would
are
you
you
like to
feeling?
give?
Yeah, I would. How are you feeling?
Oh. um. Okay. It's how I mean, like the 7 years ago, I had some carries a lot of things, the transparency part of it, and so very, very, very one. Maybe I would say one very, very, very important, intense situations, right? So like Logesh said, be open. Also, it's about being transparent enough. So whenever I share something, she'll always ask me, did that other person knows, the important person in your life knows? So that became my key takeaway, and that I literally implemented in this relationship. So because which I learned as well, which is your first priority is your partner, and then any priorities in your life comes into play. So which I learned, and that literally helped me to grow in my coaching journey as well, because there's a lot of energies I need to handle, all those things I need to handle. And we are able to recognize that transparency, it opened by layer by layer by layer. Now we were able to be very transparent in our relationship.
Beautiful. And I think that brings towards my compliment to say that thank you for being the divine feminine woman. Because I mean, like, I was towards the other end as well at the back then, because it's very scary to be trusting a man back then in my life, because of my, like you said, the past experience curated my perspective about men. And then having an open conversation, and that leads to growth and finding a passion. I mean, that is inspiring to be hearing that. I always been hearing that from him, and I'm just now witnessing how you are seeing in your perspectives. It just shows like how beautiful, how important it is to being that woman who is radiating love with an openness, and that just uplift any man and woman. And he has embodied that beautiful feminine self of him as well. He is masculine and balancing his feminine, and that just rooted with so much of openness and transparency. That's one thing that I adore in him, and it's beautiful to witness that actually in live. You, thank you so much for being that person, and keep radiating the joy that you're radiating right now. Like wherever you are being yourself. It's beautiful to witness. Thank you so much for being that person.
Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you for being the space where I can radiate the love. You cannot experience the love and joy if you're not being that space, isn't it? Thank you for being that space. Yeah.
Our
It's like,
pleasure.
yeah. We cannot I do understand. I'm not this love and energy all the time with all the people. It's just that right people just show up.
So beautiful. And thank you so much for joining us in our manifestation theory. Sounds like we might have more parts as well. and uh, and thank you for all the insights, and as well as the energy you are sharing to this place. And as you all witnessed, whether it's a twin flame connection, soulmate connection, or your parents or friends or whoever it is, your connection is going to grow. It's not a limited connection. You don't try to limit it with the labels, or don't try to limit it with the conditions. Remember that the connections are going to grow, and as well as be open for the connections, and that will take a step in every way of your life, and that will also bring to your purpose, and as well as more joy in your life. And don't forget to remember to give hope to people, and also compliments.
Yes.
Important. That.
Yes.
And do you want to say the last words, Logesh?
Thank you actually. I have nothing to say. It's like thank you. Thank you. It's like thank you for making this. Thank you for making me to make this. You have, as I told you, you had the right question to ask me so that I can give the right answer. So thank you. And somehow, it's like a mirror. You are right now holding the mirror for me to see that validation. So thank you for that.
Beautiful,
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thank you so much. Here we ending this episode with such a heartfelt and lovely, lovely conversation. Hope all of you enjoyed and took your important insights through this episode. See you all on our next show. Thank you. Bye bye.